And I must say, that is the most soothing beat I have had in a long time. I wish I was somewhere having dinner, or I don't, it's just fantastic. It's different. It's sophisticated. So the hashtag is one-on-one. Talk to us. Of course, we're hanging out with Aaron Rimbui and the trio. That's what you guys call yourselves?
Actually, it's a quartet.
It's a quartet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So
that's what you're for.
Quartet. Yeah, yeah.
So, because when you say Aaron Rimbui and the trio, it's
sounds
like
it's their, it's their name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, of course, he is regarded as one of East Africa's finest pianists and has served as head of the Tasker Project Fame Band. You know Aaron Rimbui. This guy here is amazing. He just does stuff with this keyboard that hasn't been done before. Of course, he's hanging out with the rest of the guys. And I want you to introduce yourselves to us, guys, because we want to know who we're talking to. And of course, as you introduce yourselves to us, Basta Beat, you know how we say Basta Move. Let's see what you're made of, starting with, of course, Aaron. Tell us a little bit about yourself and
Yes.
Basta Beat.
Yes, my name is Aaron Rimbui. Yeah, I'm a piano player, as you've said. And yeah, this is what I do. This is my plan A and plan A and plan A and plan
Yeah?
A. I'm a musician through and through.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. And there's this guy here on Tasker Project Fame that all the chicks die for, by the way. The dimples, yeah, let me just leave it at that. Azaf, right here. I think that's your name, right?
Kato.
Kato Change.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let's hear from you.
Yeah, I'm a guitarist, as you said. I've played on Tasker Project Fame. I play on Coke Studio. Just about to release my first album at the end of this year. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. So can we hear something from? Actually, he didn't do anything.
I didn't do it.
Aaron, let's come back to Aaron, hear from him, and then go to Kato.
What do you want to hear? I just whatever. Okay,
Anything.
let's see.
Like, do your most wicked, I don't know, whatever, kill it out there.
Now let's just.
Wow. Nice. And now to Kato, show us what you're made of. Yeah.
What he's doing right now is detuning.
He's the tuning.
Yeah, so he
Okay.
needs to kind of get his bearings.
It's like an Africa song.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Sounds like something out of those Western movies. You know, the bad guy is coming. And I love how intense you get, and, you know, you're just feeling that beat. And of course, let's talk to the other two gentlemen. The guy behind Aaron, tell us who you are, and of course, show us what you're made of.
My name is Asa Fuzele, and first of all, I'm glad to be here.
Okay.
And I've been playing with Aaron for over 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah, for
10
10 years,
years.
yeah. Been playing
Excellent.
together, yeah.
Okay, so do you have something different that you do from Kato?
Not really.
Yeah. One. And finally, we've got a very cute guy on the drums. And we hear he's from Tanzania, by the way. How are you? Please tell us who you are, and of course, let's hear from you as well.
Yeah, I'm Emmanuel. I'm Emmanuel Jacob. Actually, I'm from TZ,
Yeah.
as she said. And I'm doing music as my plan A. As my brother there said before. It's my plan A, my plan B, and C. I'm living in Kenya. Actually, I've 1 year and a half since I came.
Yeah.
And I think it's good with me. As you can see, I hung out with some big guys here
Yeah.
in Nairobi. I'm glad.
Yeah, and your
Thanks.
brother Ali Kiba was here with us on Friday.
saw
So
it,
a
I
lot
saw
of
it.
Tanzania in studio. So show us what you're made of, please.
Yeah, we are very proud of ourselves.
Okay.
Piga kitu.
Okay. So let's get, I mean, a lot of people want to hear the jazz. They don't want too much of talking.
Yes.
But Aaron, I want to demystify jazz for Kenya.
Okay.
Because people are of the opinion that jazz is very sophisticated and it is expensive. Even the concerts are so expensive when you have these jazz maestros coming into town. So demystify jazz for Kenya. Is Kenya ready for jazz? Is Kenya starting to embrace jazz?
I'd say I've been doing this for the last probably, let's say, when I decided I was going to do come out and do my own records. It's been 10 years, so I have to say that it's grown. Jazz is, it's not that people don't like jazz, just that it's not known. It's like cuisine. It's like if I serve you a type of meal from far, like, no. Then say, taste it. Yeah. And then you're like, wow, okay. And actually, jazz music was actually started like by Africans like us, you know. They were those slaves who went to the States, carried their music. Yeah. And so the white folk at that place were trying to describe this type of music. And that's why the name jazz came, you know. It evoked a feeling. So, yeah. And I think that Africa is actually one of the biggest festivals actually for jazz is actually held in Africa, in South Africa, the Cape Town Jazz Festival. And right now, Safaricom Jazz Festival is headed there. So in the sense that if you ask me if Kenya is ready for jazz, you saw the numbers at the Safaricom International Jazz Festival. Yeah. It was huge, you know, and it's just purely instrumental music. Yeah, and it's purely instrumental, which is what is so amazing, is that if you don't have an ear and if your taste is just not in that direction, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is, Aaron, you play in very high-profile gigs. You actually are not that guy that we find in a random pub somewhere. You guys are actually, do you target a particular clientele? Is that a fair statement? Okay, the way jazz was brought here and the way it's been associated, you're right. It's played in the restaurant, in some very bougie, let me say, places. But and that's, so we find ourselves in such places. However, what my mission has been, why not here? Look at, there are so many African countries that have got such a vibrant jazz scene, you know? And the beauty about jazz music is the ability to improvise. Some of these songs that we played, actually we just met and we just hung out and played. It's like a conversation. Okay. And that is what is the thing about African music. When you meet guys like those, like earlier today on the Swahili news, there's these guys who are playing some drums and some ladies. The kamba dancers. It was very, I could tell it was a lot of improvisation going on, and that's what we do. Now, it may seem like it's bougie, and it may seem like that we play in high end, which we do. However, I've had my mission is just to demystify it. Like, it's not as bougie as you think. It's actually fun. Yeah. You know, the voice is actually an instrument. It's just that us guys don't express ourselves via singing. Our voice is, that's what we do in terms of our expression. So. Okay, so do you want to dazzle our viewers? They're saying, Lillian, you're talking too much. And then we'll get back to, of course, some more about you guys and what you do. Okay, let me see what we have here.
I keep saying I have the best job in the world because this concert here, I'm enjoying it by myself right here. This is amazing. How many years has it been, Aaron, just to get that succinct sound, to get the harmony amongst even your band members, and just the fact that you guys produce this sound that is so clean and that is so easy and pleasant to the ear?
It's been, I started playing the piano when I was 17, so I was a late bloomer.
17? Really?
Yeah.
That's not too long ago.
In the great. Where's the
Yeah.
camera? Where's the camera? In the great, let me look at, well, I have to say, the great Nairobi school. Can I repeat that?
Really?
The great patch.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you did all those drama festivals and
Exactly.
whatever,
That's why I
brought
picked-
something different.
Yeah, that's why I picked the piano. And then, I was a drummer, actually. I started out
Really?
with drums.
Okay.
But there was something about the piano that was very moving for me. So I picked it then. And it was until 2000, after finishing high school, I went to IB, St. Mary's. And you know, St. Mary's has that big musical culture and all
Yes.
those musicals. And so I applied to go to college. I went to the Musicians Institute, where actually Kanjing Bugo was. But I wasn't able to go at that time. So it's probably, it's professionally, I've been doing it for 15 years.
15 years.
15 years, yeah.
Okay, and I want to talk about, for you, how long it has taken to feel that the market is actually starting to appreciate a sound that's different, because I know that there must have been pressure, and maybe you thought about this, I may be wrong, to incorporate voice into what it is that
Exactly.
you guys do. But then you chose to do, and there's not a lot of you guys that do this. I think you are the most well-known. Maybe the others are just starting off. So how long has it taken for people to actually now start taking this seriously, now start, even, I know you do a lot of corporate gigs, but even, you know, for weddings and whatever, how long has it taken before you feel as an artist that, you know what, we've arrived, this is now paying our bills, we're good to go?
Probably it was 5 years ago, if not 4. I started my own concert called All That Jazz that I was doing every other month, every 2 months.
Are you still doing it?
I've put it on hiatus because I just needed to restart, you know. But after doing 14 shows, 7 of which were sold out,
Wow.
you know, my thinking was that, you know what, people are actually looking for this music. And that, for me, having started in 2000, when even packing up a venue for a singer was still a struggle, you know, unless it was being pushed via other forms of, let me say, there's backing, you know, like money and stuff. So for me, the fact that we've sold out, the fact that actually, like the Safaricom Festival can be picked and
made into a jazz
and
affair.
yeah, the fact that they saw Bob Collymore saw it, that it was, you know what, I think there's something here. I think that for me, when I got on stage for the very first one and I saw all those people, we were all playing together, and you're like, wow, who would have ever thought that all these guys are coming to listen to instrumental music?
Yeah.
Which was 10 years ago. I did my first album, and I can remember when I was playing it, I was trying to hear it I was checking out the mixes and just before I released it. So I put it in a taxi, just to see what that guy will say.
Yeah. So
in my mind, I'm like, these are the people, they listen to radio, they're the ones who have got their ear on the ground, you know. So I put it and we drove. So after a while, he's like, yeah, this is very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Then he asked me one question in Swahili. Wataanza kuimba sangapi?
That is so brutally honest, yeah.
And for me, I was like, wow. So there's 2 ways I can actually look at it. Either say, you know what, that's a challenge, you know, or, anyway, let me probably, you know what, this thing is, by the time we take this message, you know, and I think for me, that's I always remember that guy's voice, that guy's voice every time we do shows and we sell out concerts or tour outside, you know. And I remember, I was like, you know what, there's someone who has to do it, someone has to take the plunge. And I think for me, that's what I did. It's like, you just, you know, like bungee jumping, you know, just close your eyes and wherever the chips fall, let them fall, you know, yeah.
And let's talk albums and, you know, just collaborations with other artists,
Yes.
whether people are starting to seek you out. Who have you worked with?
So actually my career is divided into, I have many musical hats. As you said before, I do TV shows, that's like TPF. And then I also work at radio. I've got the Capital Jazz Club on Capital FM. And then also I act as a musical director for artists. So I think I've worked with pretty much even having worked in Groove Awards for about 5 years, pretty much I've worked with so many artists, from Daddy Owen to all the gospel guys, to international acts like Duele. You know, so when these musicians need a band, I'm the one who's asked to play with them. So Eric Wanaina, you know, actually Eric was the first musician that I became a musical director for. Okay. That was about 12 years ago. Yeah. And then collaborated with so many acts.
And just looking at you know, the country and the market currently, Aaron, what would you say about live bands? The culture of live bands died since then. I know there are places where you will go to and you'll find live bands, but then their sound is not, I mean, there's just something that's usually off, and there's not many of them. What happened to that culture where people would actually sit out on a Sunday and have a nice, sophisticated band such as yourselves play? I mean, are you grooming upcoming talent? Are you planning to start perhaps an academy, you know, so that we can have this jazz thing actually become a movement in the country? Because I get the feeling, and I may be wrong, that you have a huge endorsement from Bob Collymore, who loves jazz and has come out to say that he loves jazz. Even having Safaricom just endorsing jazz as itself is a big endorsement for you guys, because it sort of brings you out there and throws you out there into the open.
I think that's what I was going to say. That's the fact that a corporate like Safaricom has picked it and said, you know what, there's value to this type of music. That's a plus. In terms of mentoring artists, and he's just about, shall I say your age? He's about 19.
Wow,
no?
Okay.
So there are many young guys who are saying that, you know what, first of all, it pays. That's the question. You're talking about live bands. What happened to live bands? I think the challenge for many live bands is just the setup, you know, and then two, you have to really practice to sound good. You have to practice, and rehearse, because there's a difference between the two. You know, practice is what you do by yourself. Rehearsal is when we meet and there's all these songs that we have got to perform. So there's that has to consistently happen. Yeah. But the bills have to be paid, you know. Yeah. So sometimes, like, where am I going to get the equipment, you know?
So does all this belong to you? Is it hired?
This is mine. This
so everybody comes with their.
This, however, is my good friend Alex, who's around here. So you have to hire, and sometimes that can be discouraging for those who are trying to get out. So I understand. But the other thing for me that that needs to be, that I've always said is missing, is I wish this type of music had the stamp of approval from universities, you know, where I can go and get a degree in jazz performance or classical performance. Just performance. I just want to learn how to play an instrument. But where do you find it? You know?
We don't have music schools as such.
We do
at
have.
High school level, yes. There's a lot of that. But then the minute kids leave high school or what have you, or their A levels, then you have to seek for this out there. You have to go abroad. You have,
Even out there, I have to say, it's really expensive. Because if you go to schools like Berklee College of Music, you have to, if you don't have a scholarship, you're going to have to cough a lot of money, you know. So art in itself even is expensive. It's an expensive career. But I think what drives us is that once you've decided this is what you're going to do, I'm like, that's what I'm going to do. And, well, I'll have to look. Where is the will, there's a way, you know.
So these are very familiar faces. Why these guys in particular? Why did you feel, I don't know if you're the band leader or you just work as a team, but I see you doing a lot of pointing and telling them, okay. So I sort of feel like they're under your direction. So why them? What is it? What are they bringing to this game that you like?
Music is a language. So anytime you play with artists, there's a certain connection you're looking for, apart from just even the technique. So I've met musicians who are really good, probably they're good bass players, but there's something about someone's touch, and that's what that's why I've stayed with him for 10 years. You know, I had a guitar player, but now it's 2 years I've played with Kato, and he's actually the latest. He's just about 3 or 4 months old. So when I had him, when I needed a drummer, there were many other drummers, but there's something that I was looking for. Because I'm also a drummer myself, so there's a vibe.
Where's the saxophone? I was just going to ask that.
Actually, yes. So my band, actually, I can be a solo act, I can be a duo, I can be a trio, I can be a quartet, which we are, and then we can be a quintet, and then we can be a sextet when we add percussion players. So I think for today, I was like, I was feeling the vibe of a quartet. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So depending on what I'm feeling, so.
Okay. Yeah. So as we begin to wind this down, Aaron, where can people find you? Like I said, jazz is you know, bougie. People feel that,
It's not
you
bougie.
know,
Let me say that. It's not
Kitu.
bougie. It's not bougie. It's
Yeah,
not bougie.
you know, whatever it is that people say, what
And
people
actually-
are saying on Twitter right now.
Actually, you're saying that the tickets are expensive. Actually, there are some tickets that I see for all these hip-hop and pop guys who you see the golden circle that's going for 7K. Most of our shows are probably at 1,500, 2,000 bob at most. So it's not bougie. I think probably what I'll tell my fellow jazz musicians, like, let's just get out more and just talk more and say what we're doing.
Yeah.
Put ourselves out there. Okay. So myself, I'm not playing at any place at the moment.
So you're not available for bookings or?
No, of course I'm available for bookings, but a regular gig, I don't do regular gigs. But you can get me.
See, I told you. This is not just your other. Oh, I'm looking for you know, some small change. You know, I'm gonna do this gig just because I'm broke. No. This is passion. This is.
Yeah, this is what I want to do, and this is until I'm. B.B. King died at 89, and for me, I'm like, this is for me where this is it. Up till when I am, you'll invite me one day, and I'm an old guy, and I'm 90, still playing.
Why will I still be here? Anyway, excellent, Aaron. So I think the thing is, what I was trying to get out of you is just, you know, people who are interested in jazz and who want to hear Aaron play. Where can they find you? And not just for bookings, but do you have a regular place that you guys play at?
At the moment, I don't have a regular place out of my own. It's a decision I made. However, I play. I've got all that jazz. So, and you can find me actually if you follow me on Twitter at Aaron Rimbui, on Facebook, Aaron Rimbui, Twitter mostly because that's where I'm at. I usually post all my gigs. There's a gig I'm trying to put up in August, so I just need to book the dates. So, and concerts. I'm more interested in concerts. So, so at Aaron Rimbui, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Excellent. And we have tweets. So let's take a look at those. Let's see what people are saying. Okay, there we go. This man, Aaron Rimbui, plays that keyboard so smooth you just fall asleep. Is that a good thing?
No, I don't know.
One-on-one, Rimbui, that's my jam. Lovely sounds, superbly done. Thank you, Shihachi. Honorable Elia Bomeru, Citizen TV Kenya, how much can I hire them to entertain my guests? See? Told ya.
Okay.
You'll respond to that. The jazz is so cool. Good work, Aaron and the guys. You know, Kato, intensity was the word. He's got it going on. Those dimples, Kato. I think he's the eye candy. Anyway, you're all eye candy. Aaron Rimbui is the man, one-on-one. Okay.
Thank you. Cool.
So this is appealing to a different demographic. A lot of people think that jazz is a bit more mature, but we know Twitter is young.
Actually, in fact, let me just hold you to that thought. We played, you remember that gig we played in, I was invited, let me just give this a very interesting story. I thought I was being set up. There was a children's home right inside Dandora. So I was invited and I was asked, you know what, can you come and play with your quartet? I was like, really? Where? Dandora. Like, are you for real? No, that's taking myself to the slaughterhouse. Yeah. Jazz music, well, okay, no. Yeah. But you know what? I took up the challenge. And now the funny thing is that now when I saw the program, I was put right before Ringtone and in the middle of Eric Omondi. It was a couple of years back.
Oh, Aaron, you're finished.
I can remember I held my head, you know. So when the MC is calling us guys, first of all, Eric Omondi is all doing the Glory Train with all these kids, you know. So, and then some of the guys from Machachari were also there. So in my head, I'm like, why would they ask us guys to play, you know? But in my head, I'm like, you know what? Let's just get on stage and just do our stuff. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
In fact, let's go even to the extreme. Let's make it even more conk, you know? And we got on stage and we played, and then we were given 40 minutes. I'm like, for real? Why they were going to like, you're setting me up.
Yeah.
And we actually got on stage and played 40 minutes. And we improvised, played our stuff, had fun, and we were mobbed afterwards. When we got
were you
on
playing
stage.
a Genge tune? Were you
No.
Just your stuff.
Yeah, that stuff. We actually just went, we dove, you know.
Yeah, you did your thing.
And it hit me that, you know what, this music is like cuisine, as I said before, you know. Probably it's just not known, and so Twitter, you're right, there's so much stuff that happens on Twitter, and that's why I'm on Twitter.
Okay, excellent. So this is the quartet. This is jazz. I mean, you guys need to look these guys up, find out where they're playing, you know, attend their concerts. Aaron says they love doing concerts. And
I'm on radio. Capital Jazz Club.
Yeah.
Every Sunday.
Okay.
7 to 10.
So somebody's saying here, let me read out 22422 as we begin to wind up. Hi, Lillian, more jazz, please. Lillian, please let Rimbui do his thing. I'm sorry, Amadi, I had to ask questions, okay? That's what I'm paid to do. Okay, somebody's saying, hi, Lillian, I love jazz and the group is why. Just asking why they left out the saxophone. I already asked you that, and you said today you were just feeling, you know, the vibe without. Thanks, Lillian, for bringing Aaron. Very entertained and enriched tonight. Where are they regularly stationed? I think you need to get a regular station, like do one of them jazz cafes and...
Okay, yeah, who
okay,
knows?
So give us a rough figure. My director, Kanze, wants to know.
No.
if at all you were to do a corporate gig or whatever, roughly, give us a figure. What do you charge?
DM me. Send a DM to my at Aaron Rimbui.
DM you? You wouldn't tell me. Just tell. I mean, girls want to know.
Yeah, we can. There's negotiations, and
Okay.
you can speak
Yeah,
via
that means
email,
it's super expensive,
and
guys.
we can have a conversation. So, at Aaron Rimbui.
Okay, talk to Aaron Rimbui. So you guys, let me let you do your thing. It's been an absolute honor. You guys are amazing. This is the freshest thing I've heard in a long time.
Thank you.
I'm
very
not
much.
big on jazz myself because I don't know where it's played at. I catch you on radio sometimes, but then again, I don't know where to go to listen to jazz, and that's a pity in this country because there are people who are willing to pay top dollar for such refined taste.
But see, keep on saying top dollar. We just end up. It's not top. In fact, there are places you can listen to us guys for free.
So my director is telling me, get out of here. You had that guy on Truth Meter. So tomorrow, by the way, turn up at the Boma. We're having the Slim Possible auditions between 8 a.m. and 5. So you need to be there bright and early. The auditions will be held on Saturday and on Sunday at the Boma. Please come through. Bring your sister. Bring your aunt. Come with your mom. Come all out. And let's get to meet you. Let's get to mingle. The auditions tomorrow at the Boma. Slim Possible Season 6 will be epic. It will be huge. I cannot wait. This is Aaron Rimbui, and he does this jazz thing like it's never been done before. Thanks for watching. Good night.